what I want to do now is actually get rid of this thin blue stroke of color. So basically I want to regain my original dune image. There are many ways to do this. You can close it without saving, or save a different file name and reopen it. It will work. Or a faster way would actually be to go to your history palette. There's the history palette. If I scroll up, I get the original image and everything I did after that. Remember, the history records your actions. So I did a drag, move, delete layer, move, freeform, and so forth. When I scaled down the ducky and so forth. And then I used the magic wand. Every time I was pressing the magic wand with a plus, I got this command logged and so forth. So to regain the original, all I have to do is click here, and I would go back to the original dune image. So I clicked on the first level in the history, and then these are the things that I did after that. So you can replay the steps that you did with the history panel. But anyway, when I regain the original, just to show you how to actually make the selection more clean. So I will use the magic wand again, but this time I increase the tolerance, say to 70. I click here, again press shift. Okay, so what I did is increase the selection, but I still have something. So I want to increase the selection by maybe 1 pixel, just to overcome the blue. You remember, the pixel is one of those colored points. 1, 1, 1, 1. So let's expand the selection by 1 pixel to overcome the blue. Now when I expand it, it will expand all the way from every side. Of course, from the top it will not do anything, but where it touches the dunes, it will actually do something. So let's zoom over just to see what's happening. Like this, Control plus. And I go to select, modify, and expand. I'm not going to expand by a lot. If I choose expand by, let's say 10, just to test it out, I will go deep inside the dunes, which is not what I want. So undo. Select, modify, expand, and this time just 1. And press OK, and there you go. This part is now fixed. So if I control this, convert this to a regular layer, cut, and paste, if I hit this, see what I'm going to do now. I'm going to remove the brown that I got from here with the same, but the inverse. Instead of expanding, I'm going to retract or contract. So I'm going to select the contents of the layer. How do I select the contents of a layer? I press Control and click on the layer name. So everything within the layer will be selected. So what I want to do now is remove the brown. So I'll go to Select, Modify, and Contract by 1 pixel. So now this brown is removed. But I don't want to remove from the sides. So I'll press Shift and add my selection at the side, because it contracts from all sides, right? So here I make sure that everything is selected, also from the top. So now what do I do to remove the brown? I choose select and inverse. So now this brown line will be selected, and I press delete. So there it goes. Because I have a 1 pixel shift, I have to move the sky down by 1 pixel. So now when I grab the duck and put it here, it will be perfect. I have this emptiness here, which I want to remove, because I shifted everything down by 1 pixel. You see, I have this 1 pixel that's left empty for me. How can I remove it? I would use something called the crop tool, which I'll talk about in detail later. But for now, the crop tool will actually cut the image into the area that you select. So I'll make the whole thing selected, and then zoom over to the very top, and then drag down the extent over here. So everything will be left in the image except for that first row of pixels. So if I press enter now, there you go, it goes, and everything is perfect. So you have to go into these procedures to get a very good selection. Now, why did I have to do all this? Because the image is already low resolution. If I had a big image to start with, I wouldn't have to do all these things. I would make the selection and it will be good to separate the sky and the dunes. But because the image is low resolution and the pixels are blended together, I had to do these steps. So to save yourself trouble when you work with your projects, get already high resolution images and you would perform the work faster.